Good morning, everyone. It is another adventure with Broke Mom. Welcome to the office. I am starting my day right now. I just took a $30 batch. I'm getting Lois ready for the day. Got to take my own water out of the car. I cleaned her, so my cleaning stuff is still in here, so I'm going to take that out and get started with my day. Here's my ice chest for me. Ice, water, lunch. It's going to be a long day. I've implemented something new where I'm taking Monday through Wednesday off and only working Thursday through Sunday. So we'll see how that works. So right now I have an order on the board. I'm going to put my ice chest in, get my water out of the trunk, and start my day. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, I wanted you to see how I set my office up. I have my baskets that I have permission to use, my insulated bags. I prefer to use these only because I'm not spending $60 on an insulated bag. That's going to get torn up. And then I've now started using paper, so I keep extra bags because Albertsons sometimes doesn't have paper bags. I have my hand truck, my ice chest, and my snacks. And as you can see, I've got one of my seats laid down, and I'll tell you why I do that. And I have my keys and my mace in my pocket, and we are going to turn her on. Alrighty. Whew! It's warm already, and it's only 7:15. I'll let you guys know what the temperature is. But putting my phone in the holder, and we are all set to go. Good morning, everyone. It is another adventure with Broke Mom. Whew, it is already smoking hot, and it is 7:15 in the morning. But you guys saw how I got my office all set up, because let's face it, as gig workers, our vehicles are our personal office. So I am all set. I cleaned Lois really good the other day. I wish I had paid somebody to do it because I got overheated. We are off on our way to Albertsons. I think it's $32, 27 items, something like that. But we are off and running. And I showed you guys the paper bags, and I want to tell you why I'm doing that. Over the last 2 weeks, I have had a rash of customers saying they didn't get items. And I know it to be untrue because I bag all of my groceries, and the only place they go, unless it's a big order, is in my trunk. And there's nothing in my trunk, so I can't leave anything. So what I started doing was using paper, because when you and I click a picture at the door, even if it's meet customer, I ask them to wait one moment so I can clear the batch. I have to take a picture of it. Sorry for the glare. And the way it works is when you use paper, the paper bag stays open, so when you click the picture, you can see the items in the bag. So if there's ever a question about a missing item, you can go back in your picture and zoom in on it and see the item. Since I've started using paper, which has been a week now, not one reported missing item. Not one. So that's why I'm using paper now, and it looks better. So you guys saw I have one of the seats down in my car, which has trunk access. I do that, and I have my passenger side vent pointed back there so that my trunk stays air conditioned and cool. I do use thermal bags. I showed you guys the bags I use. I don't bother spending $60, $70 on those expensive thermal bags, only because they get torn up. It's my money. I have to spend the money to do that, and with the price of gas and everything else that we have to cover as gig workers, I'm not spending money on that. Those bags are extra big, extra wide. They do just fine, and they're $5. So I would rather spend $5 once every 6 months or so than $60 every year to do that. Anyway, I am here at the store. We're gonna run into Albertsons and get this done. It's 98 degrees at 7:18 in the morning. So the trip to Albertsons was literally just minutes. So I'm gonna go in and shop this. You're gonna see a day in my life. I'm gonna show you my screen, what apps I've got running, and I'll be back with you as soon as I shop this order. All right, guys, I screwed up on this order. It's 2 different stores, but it's okay. The other stores are literally 2 minutes down the street. Customer A, in my insulated bag, it was only 4 items. I'm all set to go. Now I'm gonna run over to Safeway and do that order. All right, we are in the car. We are headed to Safeway. Yep, I didn't quite look at that order. It's $32. It still shouldn't take me an hour to do this because I think it's less than 20 items at Safeway. But it's like a maze getting out of this parking lot so that I don't have to get on to the main drag. Holy smoke, it's hot. It's gonna be one of those days where my hat gets all wet because I'm gonna be sweating so bad. But this is the time of year, and it happens every summer. There's a whole bunch of new shoppers out in my market, but once we start getting the triple digits, you notice that they start to drop off because they don't realize you're really out in the heat a lot. Yesterday it was 111 degrees, so I was kind of glad I took the day off. So literally I wanted you guys to see how close these 2 stores are. So glad I took the day off. I did not want to run in that heat yesterday. It may be a day like today. They're expecting more high triple digits, and I should have brought an extra shirt with me, but I will probably wind up running by the house to grab a dry shirt. It's going to be one of those days. So here we are at the next store. So that was less than a minute. We're gonna go knock this part of the order out and deliver, and we'll be right back. And I will show you guys. I'm gonna start multi-apping here. I'm gonna turn Uber Eats on and kick some ass today. All right, I'm gonna park and go in and shop this order, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here's the order that I took. That was 2 different stores, and as you can clearly see, customer A is really not tipping anything. Which is fine, but customer B, and this is where I'm telling you the paper comes in to play here. She was so happy with how her stuff was bagged, she bumped my tip. So there's Albertsons, there's Safeway, order A, order B. Very simple, hour and 15 minutes, and I made $43.40. So I'm really happy about the decision to switch to paper. It takes a little bit longer, but in the long run, when you're getting bumps like this from your customers, that's well worth it. Okay guys, so the batch was $33.23. It took me an hour and 15 minutes, so I am right there in my $25 an hour range. I'm gonna head back towards the center of town and probably meet up with Nicole, grab some water out of my ice chest, and I'm gonna record my screen for you guys so you can see I'm about to turn all my apps on because it is a little slow start to the morning. So I want to keep making money. I see all these shoppers that spend hours sitting in a parking lot waiting for a batch, and my view on it is the time that you're waiting in these parking lots, that's time you could be making money. So if you're not multi-apping, you're losing out on money you could be making. Most I'll sit is maybe 15-20 minutes. Other than that, I don't. I want to keep going. If there's nothing going on DoorDash or Grubhub or Instacart, I'll go home and work on Poshmark or my One Shop, because that's still generating cash for me. Like yesterday, I sold a pair of shoes, so I made $25 doing nothing. So, or I can take pictures of my receipts and put them on Fetch or Ibotta or Receipt Hog, one of those. So sitting in a parking lot waiting for batches just does not make sense to me. I myself do not have that update that says that you have to be near the store or the proximity circle. I don't have that update yet, so I can't attest to how that works. So I'm gonna hit the parking lot, and then I will let you guys know what we're gonna be doing. Bye, to the next update. Okay guys, so I'm going to turn my DoorDash on right now. There we go, DoorDash is on. We are looking for batches, and then I'm gonna turn my Uber Eats on. And I think I'm not going to McDonald's because that's too far. And as you can see, my acceptance rate sucks, because I just won't do these tiny little orders. I'm not driving 6 miles for $5.75. So, anyway, this is what we're doing today. I am currently multi-apping, and then what I'll do is I'll go back here and I'll put my Instacart on, because see, they keep sending me the same order and I'm not doing it. There's no way I'm gonna drive 7 miles. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I guess that's 5.2 miles from where I'm at right now. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and accept that one.
Continue on McCulloch Boulevard north for 1 mile.
I really hate that they do this and make this map go up. I know where human being is. So anyway, we're going to run a little bit of these. I normally will put I put this screen on so I can see it. Yeah, I don't want to do, I don't know, maybe I can grab that. Nope, it's going the wrong way. So, nope, we're not going to do that one. Alright guys, so we're going to head to Human Bean. And, see what we got. Alright, so I did the DoorDash. And of course, the customer texts me and says, oh, I put the wrong address in the app. And so I'm like, well, according to DoorDash, you have to put the address in the app. So she changed the address, and DoorDash called me and said, hey, will you continue to do the order? We'll give you a $2 bump. Yeah, because a 4-mile trip turned into 7. So I went ahead and did it. There wasn't anything going on Instacart. So yeah, don't be afraid. I was getting ready to cancel the order is what I was getting ready to do. And then DoorDash called me. So that was good. And then get this. I'm telling you guys, using paper has increased my tips this past week. So the double store order I did for the 2 customers, Customer A, shitty tipper, $2.54. Whatever. It was only 4 items. I'm not going to stress over it. But customer B was so happy. She increased my tip $10. So that batch that I think, what did I say? It took me an hour and 14 minutes to do. I got 43 bucks. So I'm happy with that. And then this order turned into, I think it was $10 for DoorDash. So I'm at $53 already this morning. I started at 7:20 and it's 9 right now. So I haven't even been working 2 hours yet. So I'm doing well. Multi-apping pays off, you guys. I mean, why sit in a parking lot and not make any money when you can turn these other apps on? I've got DoorDash running right now. I've got Uber Eats running right now. Why sit in a parking lot and not get any money when you could be, I mean, $7, $8 on a DoorDash is better than no dollars sitting in a parking lot waiting on Instacart. If this is what Instacart has come to, you guys have to kind of roll with what's going on, because this is about you. You're responsible for the money that you make if you choose to do gig work. So if it's your responsibility to make sure that you get a paycheck, don't worry about what Instacart's doing. Use Instacart exactly for what it is, an opportunity to make some money, and don't allow these customers, if you can see that they're not tipping before you take the order, don't take it. Your time is more valuable than that. So anyway, let's see how the rest of the day goes. I've got to go get some gas, so I'm gonna go do that. My friend Nicole has come into town, so I'm gonna go meet up with her. And let's just see how the rest of the day pans out. Okay guys, so let me tell you, these apps, I mean, come on. So I told you that DoorDash called me and offered me a $2 bump to not cancel that order and go ahead and take it. Well, I did, and as soon as I delivered the order, it said $7.25. And I'm like, that's not right. So I go look at the app, or I go look at my earnings, and of course there's no bump in there. So I get a hold of support and I'm like, look, you guys told me not to cancel it. I took it. Where the hell is my money? Sorry for the glare. And so they wound up giving me a $5 bump. So a $7 order turned into $12.25. So Instacart is dead. I mean, nothing is going on. I met up with Nicole. She's got nothing on her app. I guess there was a 40 some odd dollar batch. I didn't even see it on my board. So we're sitting there, and I sat there for about 20 minutes talking to her, and she's doing the same thing I am. She started to head home, and I took a DoorDash order for $9.25, and I deliver it, and there was a hidden tip in there. So yeah, I'm doing all right, even though Instacart is slow. So I'm gonna run by my house, pick something up, and keep at it. So let you know how it goes. All right, so I'm pulling in to my house. I'm going to run upstairs and make a piece of toast. I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat my lunch just yet. And I'm gonna change my shirt because it's 103, and this shirt is so thick, it's really hot. So I'm gonna change my shirt and grab a quick bite of breakfast and wait for something, because DoorDash isn't going off either. And I'm not going to waste the gas by, continuously driving around like Instacart wants us to. So check my mail real quick. Alrighty guys, so until the next orders, I will see you in a little bit. All right, guys, so I changed my shirt. Got a little bit lighter shirt on. We are back in the car. I had a little bit of breakfast. For the first time, I tried Dave's Killer Bread, and I had the raisin one. Man, that stuff is good, but if I didn't have a coupon, I wouldn't have bought that stuff because it is expensive as hell. But it was really good. So I guess I'll add that to my daily routine. Having a piece of that. That was really good. And I have a little bit of orange juice, so I feel like I got a little bit of energy. So we are off and running again. Took a DoorDash for $6.75, 3 miles. I'm kind of thinking there might be a hidden tip in here because it is Ed's Deli. And that's a little bit higher price deli than what we have around here. We have, you know, your normal Subway. We have Jersey Mike's. We have, what is that other place? Not Papa John's. We have Jimmy John's. We have all that, but Ed's Deli is just, this place is packed all the time. It's locally owned and operated. So I'm thinking there might be a hidden tip because this place is a little bit more expensive. So let's run up here. It's only just a few minutes from my house. And I'm really thinking, guys, using paper to bag your groceries. I use self-checkout unless I have an enormous order. Then I'll go through a check stand. But I've got a routine where, you know, I set my bags up in the cart and then all I do is put my items just straight on the scale. And then once it says it's okay, I start bagging them. And this lady Daisy left me a compliment, so I'm really thinking swapping to the paper is the ticket here. So I'll let you know, but Instacart has been absolutely dead. Nicole went home. I'm thinking it's going to be a later in the afternoon day, but we'll just have to wait it out and see, which is why I keep pushing multi-app. If you're going to gig work for a living, you can't just rely on one app. You will never make a living. And you've got to run them at the same time so that you're not sitting in a parking lot waiting and wasting your valuable time, because time is the one commodity we can't get back. So anyway, I'm gonna go pick this up, drop it off, and see where we're at after that. So I wanted you guys to see Ed's Deli. It's literally a hole in the wall in a back alley. But this is the absolute best place on the planet for sandwiches. So let's go. All right, I figured there was a hidden tip in there. It wasn't much, but it was $6.25 and it went to $7.50. So I thought I might be right when it came to Ed's Deli, because they are a little they're a little upper end, I would say, because they've been around since the 70s and they're really good. It smelled so good in there, made me hungry again. Anyway, so it's looking like it's gonna be a DoorDash day, man. So I think what I'm gonna do is change my strategy a little bit, because I think Instacart is gonna be later in the afternoon when it's screaming hot, because it's 106 right now. I'm going to use this time, hit the hot spots on DoorDash and see if I can't get my acceptance rate up, because I am at 20%. So I think that's hurting me, because I think other Dashers are getting orders before me because my acceptance rate is so low. So I don't know that for a fact because I'm not an expert on DoorDash. So I'm gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. And it's just gonna be a long day. That's unfortunately, as gig workers, we kind of gotta roll with it. And that is the thing about gig work. There's no guarantee. I mean, there's no guarantee that I'm gonna get an order for the rest of the day from Instacart. So that's where having those other apps comes in handy. I don't know what is wrong with my Spark app. I called them 3 times yesterday. I asked them to change my area because I couldn't do it on the app because I'd already been assigned to Bullhead City, and now Lake Havasu has opened up. And they changed me, and now my app isn't working. So I'm gonna have to call them again today and find out, because I could be doing Spark right now. I just don't want to drive 40 miles to Bullhead City. So anyway, I will catch you down the road, and we will see how what the day holds. All right, guys. I want to say real quick though, thank you everybody, to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the comments and the likes. If you have a second, please hit the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. My goal is to get 2 videos out a week. Doing like holiday weekend challenges and stuff are very hard because it does take time to edit a video. So I'll do my best, but I'd like to try to get 2 videos out a week. I'd like for my first video of the week to be in the kitchen with me. And the second video would be gig work. So anyway, thank you guys so much for all the new subscribers, and to everybody who's been following me since I started, thank you very much. I love all the support, and I will see you guys later on down the road. All right, guys, man, it is super slow in my market today, and Thursdays are usually pretty good, but I just took a $9.40 order, and the reason that I took it is, 1, it's only 5 items, 2, it's only 2 miles, and 3, I believe it should have had heavy pay in it because it's got case of soda and a case of water in it, and normally a case of water automatically means heavy pay. So I got heavy pay last time. I'm gonna see about getting it this time. Let's see what happens. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, and the worst they could say is no. So I'm gonna head to Smith's. I'm gonna pick the batch up real quick, drop it off, and then I'm gonna contact support and see what they say. So we're sitting at $85 right now. I just took this batch, so that's gonna put us at 95, hopefully 105 on Instacart. And I've got 35 on DoorDash, and I just turned Uber Eats on, and let's see what we get on Uber Eats. But so far, nothing. I would like to have a $200 day, but that's looking a little bit impossible because, you know, I don't have BJ's, Sam's Club, and Costco in my market. And, oh, and I figured out what's wrong with the Spark app. So, Spark just came to Lake Havasu in the last couple of days. They have changed me to the Lake Havasu City store. However, there's just low orders right now, and there's a problem with the app. So they had me send in a screenshot, and hope somebody will reach out to me, and hopefully I'll get that all squared away, and I can do Spark in my area too, because I would be all over that. It's brand new, so there's not many orders right now, but I know that it will pick up because Walmart gets a lot of business here. We only have one Walmart. So anyway, all right, I will let you guys know what happens with my heavy pay. Let's see if we get it this time. All right, guys, here I just finished that batch. It didn't take me very long at all, but do you see? It says shopper bumps right there. That should have been a heavy batch because it had water in it. There you go. $11 turned into $21. It does not hurt to ask if you believe something was supposed to be heavy pay, especially if there's water or big bags of dog food, things like that, several cases of soda. Get on chat and tell them that you are owed heavy pay, and take screenshots of the order so that they can see it. So that was a good one. Doesn't hurt to ask. However, my DoorDash just went off, so I think I'm gonna head home because there is nothing going on right now, and try and get my spark fixed. So I will get back with you guys in a little while. Phew. Okay guys, so again, and I think it has something to do, it's called Smith's Delivery Now, and I think it's where they're ordering through the Smith's website. It's not adding heavy pay. That was clearly heavy pay. So I hopped on with chat. It was a $9.40 batch. Turned into $19.40 because I got on chat and said, hey, I mean, if I'm going to haul around cases and soda and water in this heat, I want heavy pay. So I was nice about it though. And twice today, I've gotten two $10 bumps for heavy pay not being included. So it's worth I mean, it takes a few minutes. Get on chat. I mean, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But 9 times out of 10, you'll get it. So I'm gonna head home for a little while. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Spark, all of that is slow. So is Instacart. But I'm telling you, I think people are coming from other markets to shop here because I'm seeing shoppers in there I've never seen before with cartfuls of stuff, and I can see the Instacart app running on their phone. Anyway, I'm gonna head home and go eat my lunch. It's entirely too hot to sit in my car, and the air doesn't stay cool enough when I'm not running around, so I'm going to run home for a little while, take a break, get out of the heat, and eat my lunch, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll probably come back about 3 o'clock. I got to box up some shoes that I sold, get those ready to drop off at the post office, and I will be back at it in about an hour and a half. So I will see you guys then. All right, guys. So I was home for 5 minutes. I got to eat like 4 bites of my lunch and cool off for 5 minutes, and I got a $29 order for 36 items. Shouldn't take me very long, less than an hour. It is screaming hot. My car says 116 and WeatherBug says somewhere around 111, 112. It is hot. I think I'm going to start keeping a wet washcloth in my ice chest so I can wipe my face off, because my face is hot. Anyway, so this is going out to the island. It's a bunch of alcohol. It shouldn't take long at all, and we'll be almost $29 richer. I am really close to the 200 mark between Instacart and DoorDash, and I'm telling you, when I get to 200, I quit for the day. I'm really hoping to accomplish that by somewhere around the 3 or 4 o'clock mark, because I want to get out of this heat. So, alrighty, here we go, guys, on our way to Smith's. Alrighty. So it's 3 o'clock, or it's 3:08. It's 116 degrees. And no, I'm not kidding. I can show you the temperature on my car says 116. And I'm telling you, it's hot. So I'm at, between the two apps, I am at $170. So I'm gonna call it a day. It's really hot. Even though it was slow, I still made money, and I'm okay with what I made today. I can always make up the $30 tomorrow. So I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm glad you guys followed along with me today, because you know what? It was a really slow day in my market. I'm contending with people coming from other towns to shop here. I'm contending with new shoppers. But even on slow days, guys, if you multi-app and you hustle, you can still have a pretty great day without all the waiting. But you gotta make the money across several apps. You can't do this just on one app unless you're like, what is it, Gig Tetris Dude. He's in Loma Linda. He is in a busy market, so he has batches available. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere in the desert. So I hope I showed you guys that you can make money and it doesn't have to be full of 2 and 3 hour waits for batches. Do something else while you're waiting for something to pop up. So I will see you guys on another adventure. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for all your support. If you liked my content, please hit the like button and give me a subscribe. I really want to keep doing this because I just enjoy being creative in general. So, you know, this is fun for me and my kids get a kick out of it. So, all right, for today, this is Broke Mom, done with this adventure. I will see you guys on the next adventure. Bye.